Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope you all are in good health. In this moment, we are going to talk about future. Before we move to the next slide, let's see the basic competence first. I write it down in Bahasa Indonesia to make it clear and easy to understand. Kompetensi dasar. Menerapkan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulis yang melibatkan tindakan, memberi dan meminta informasi terkait tindakan atau kegiatan atau kejadian yang akan, sedang, dan telah dilakukan atau terjadi di waktu yang akan datang. Sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya, perhatikan unsur kebahasaan will plus simple, will plus continuous, and will plus perfect. Menyusun teks interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulis yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait tindakan, kegiatan atau kejadian yang akan, sedang, dan telah dilakukan atau terjadi di waktu yang akan datang. Dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan yang benar dan sesuai konteks. Here, we have learning objectives. Having finished learning this unit, the students are able to first respond to the expression to tell plan, or events in the future. Second, use future tense, future continuous, and future perfect tense correctly. Here's our material, talking about future, the use of will and going to. Will and going to have the same meaning. It is to explain events in the future. Let's read the sentences here. Listen and repeat after me. Okay? Number 1, I will go there in 5 minutes. Alright, number 2, I'm going to come and see you next week. Good. Number 3, when will father come home? Alright, that's good. That's very good. Number 4, next month, I'm going to join singing competition in Jakarta. And the last, who is going to pick me up after swimming this afternoon? From here, we can see that all of the sentences are happened in the future. Here are the social functions of using future tense. First, to tell or explain future events. To tell or explain future events. So the events that is happened in the future. For example, the performance will end at 10 o'clock. Don't forget, if you find a modal verbs here, it must be followed by verb 1 or infinitive. Okay. And second function, to express promise or convince someone. For example, we will not do it again. It's like a promise, right? Okay, and the third one, to report statements about the future. For example, they have promised us that they will come back. It's a report statement, but it's about the future. Alright, talking about future, we have to know the adverb of time. There are so many adverb of time here that you can use when you make a sentence in the future. We'll move to the next slide. Now here using will. Let's read the explanation first. The form as for subject, subject plus will or shall is modal verb, plus verb 1 is used to make a spontaneous plan in the future. Spontaneous plans. So it means that the plan is just suddenly appear to your mind. For example, there's a sentence, Pinkan will move to Jambi next month. It means that Pinkan's move to Jambi is just a possibility. She can change her plan, maybe to move next year or next week, something like that. So it's just not yet a certainty. The following are other examples. You can see the other examples here. First, I will not do it by myself if my friends can help me. Or the second sentence, Butet will be angry if you don't bring her chocolate. Both sentences just appear when you are having a dialogue with your friends and you suddenly want to say like this, I will not do it by myself if my friends can help me. Or maybe you want to talk about that. Butet will be angry if you don't bring her chocolate. And this one is for the interrogative sentence. For interrogative sentence, you have to put question marks in the end of the sentence. Here's the example. Will you come to my party? The answer can be yes, I will. Or maybe no, I will not. Or no, I won't. Okay, so far, do you understand? You got the point? You have to memorize it well, especially in this statement. The form subject plus will plus or shall plus verb 1 is used to make a spontaneous plan in the future. So it's just a spontaneous plan. It just suddenly happen in your mind. Now, let's see the use of be going to. Now for the use of be going to here, let's read the explanation first. The form as or subject plus is or am or are, they are to be, they call as to be, plus going to here, alright, is used to state a pre-planned action which is done in the near future. So it's a pre-planned action. You just make a plan, maybe you make a plan for next month or next week, that you are really sure that you will do that at that time. Here is the example. So I'm going to buy many stamps soon. It means that the plan to buy stamps in the near future. The plan I here, have a plan to buy many stamps soon, and he just makes sure that he is going to do that activity as soon as possible. He is not going to cancel the plan. Here are the following for the other examples. Andy is stopping in front of the shop. He is going to buy a pen. So Andy, when Andy is stopping in front of the shop here, Andy just think about this one, the sentence, he is going to buy a pen. So Andi has a plan to buy a pen when he is entering the shop. Something like that. The second example, Johnny and Ida are in the classroom. Johnny and Ida are in the classroom, but they are not going to discuss the problem soon. So they have a plan that they are not going to discuss the problem soon or right now. And they're just make sure about that. And for interrogative sentence, it can be like this. You look busy. Are you going to go home? Are you going to go home? Put the to be first in front of the sentence and then put the subject, verb, and this one, the plan. You can answer yes, I am, or no, I'm not. That's the difference. So for the use of will, it's for a spontaneous plan, and for be going to is to state a pre-planned action. So far you got the point? If you got the point, let's move to the next slide. Here are the explanation about how to make future sentence in a positive sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence for two form of future tenses. Future tense, I mean. The first form is about the use of will that we've discussed before, and the second one using be going to that we've discussed before too. For form 1, subject, to make a positive sentence, you need subject. You need to put subject in front of the sentence and then put will or shall after the subject. And as usual, put infinitive or verb 1 after will or shall, because will or shall here is the modal verb. It's easy, right? The positive sentence it's the easiest one. From the three kinds of sentences here, I mean. And then next for the negative sentence, so you need to put not in the middle of the sentence. Where is it? Like this, put the subject in front of the sentence, same like the positive sentence, and then after that put will or shall after the subject. It's also same with the positive sentence. But here for the negative sentence, put not after will or shall. Okay, put not here to express that it's a negative sentence, something like that. And then plus infinitive or verb 1 too, because as usual, because there is a modal verb here, so you have to put verb 1 in here. And now for interrogative sentence has a positive and negative too. For the positive one, put will or shall or the modal verb first in the beginning of the sentence. In the beginning we need to put will or shall and then plus subject. After put will or shall, put the subject and then put the verb 1. It's easy, right? And then for the negative interrogative sentence, this one, you put not after the will. So will not plus subject plus verb 1, or shall not plus subject plus verb 1. And don't forget to put question mark in the end of the sentence here. Here, you have to put question marks if you make an interrogative sentence. Okay? And for the form 2, we are moving to the use of be going to. First, before we move to this the kind of sentences, please remember that be, there are 3 to be that we have to know. They are is, am, are. Is or am or are. It's just based on the subject. If the subject is he, she, it, so you need to put is as the to be. If the subject is I, you have to put am for the to be. And if the subject they or we, you can put, or you can put are as the to be here. Okay, and the structure for positive sentence, it's the same with the use of will. Put subject in front of the sentence, then put to be after the subject. The to be that you use is based on the subject you use here. If you maybe use the name of person here, so you need to use is. Okay, and then after that put going to, and plus verb when. It's for positive sentence. And for negative sentence, you just need to put not in the middle of sentence. So like this, subject in the beginning of the sentence, and then after that please put to be, and then after to be put not first. Okay, not, and then going to, and plus verb when. That's for negative sentence. And for the interrogative sentence, it's the same with the will, the use of will. You have to put the to be first in the beginning of the sentence. Put the to be first in the beginning of the sentence. It can be is or am or are, and then plus subject. So after you put to be, please put subject. And after that put going to plus verb when, or infinitive. And for interrogative sentence in a negative way, you just need to put not after the to be, like this. Isn't stand for is not, and am not, and are not. Am for am not, aren't for are not. And then after that put subject, and then put going to, and plus verb when. Also, and don't forget to put question mark here, question mark, like this, question mark. Alright, just understand this slide slowly, and then we move to the next slide. Nah, this one is for using question words. In the beginning, in the previous slide, we just talking about how to make a sentence in a positive, negative, and also interrogative. And here we'll make a sentence using interrogative sentence using question words. Question words. What is question words? Let's see here. Question words. It can be who or where, or when, or why, what, which, and how. Here they are question words. If you need to make interrogative sentence using question words, it's just like this. It's so easy. Don't worry. It's so easy. I believe that you can do this. For example, using will. Will. Just put the question word in the beginning of the sentence. Q and W here stands for question words. Put question words in the beginning of the sentence plus will or shall, and plus subject plus verb when. Or if you want to use be going to, just use like this. Put the question words in the beginning of the sentence. Maybe you want to put who, just put who here, who plus is or am or are based on the subject. For example, the subject is she, so you have to put is. Who is she? like that. And then you put going to, and then put plus verb 1. Here are the examples. For will, we have examples like this. Where will you go tomorrow? Where is for question words. Will, will here, plus subject is you, and verb 1 here is go. So the sentence will be like this: where will you go tomorrow? And the answer, I will go to Kendari tomorrow. What about the use of be going to? For example, you use who here. Who is going to pick this thing? Okay, who is going to pick this thing? Nah, here you put the question words in front of the sentence, and then to be, and then going to, and then verb 1. Okay, but this one in the sentence, the subject is just asked by the sentence here, so it cannot written in the sentence because the subject is I here. I am going to do it, so the subject is I. And here is the to be, and here's the going to do it, something like that. Here now, let's do the exercise. Will versus be going to. So you need to choose which one is the correct answer of the blanks here. It can be will, it can be going to, based on the context of the sentence. Just read the context of the sentence slowly, understand it well, and then fill in the blanks. Okay, I'll give you maybe 5 minutes is enough for doing this exercise. Alright, time is yours. Alright, time is up. Let's see the answer of the exercise. For number 1 is the example. My English teacher said that he was going to give a quiz in the near future. Yeah, he was going to, because it's just planned by the teacher to give a quiz in the near future. And for number 2, the answer is will. Do you know? Let's see the sentence first. Do you know that fruit will keep longer if you put in the fridge? It usually happens when you have a conversation with others, right? So the sentence maybe can appear suddenly in your mind, so you can put will here. And also for number 3, there's a statement like this: please sit down here, John. I will make you a cup of tea. Now, please sit down here, John. So it just emphasizes that the sentence is just suddenly happen. Please sit down here, I will, so you put will here to fill the blank. Okay, and it's different with this one. My classmates and I, blah blah blah, visit National Museum next week. So you have to put are going to here, because this one, my classmates and I as a subject here have a plan that they are going to visit National Museum next week. Yeah, so you have to put are going to, be going to here, but because of the subject are to, my classmates and I, so you put are as a to be here. And what about this one, number 5? I blah 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 enroll in the school choir next month. So I as the subject here has a plan that he will enroll. He is going to enroll, in the school choir next month. So because the subject in the sentence is I, so you have to put am as the to be, and then put going to enroll in and the blah blah blah. Yeah, something like that. So it's just a plan, right? It's just a plan, and the subject here really make sure that he is going to enroll in the school choir next month. And for the last, we have sentence like this: he will eat your lunch if you come late. Yeah, he will eat your lunch if you come late. It just suddenly happen, maybe on the phone, yeah, on the conversation in the phone. Then you said to your friends like this: he will eat your lunch if you come late. Something like that. It's easy, right? Yeah. I think it's easy to differentiate which sentence that need to use will, and also be going to just remember that will is for a spontaneous plan, and be going to is for a replanned action, yeah, replanned event, something like that. Now we have other exercise. It's just making interrogative sentence. Yeah, please change the positive sentences below to interrogative sentences using question words. Yeah, just remember question words like who, where, what. Yeah. Who, where, what, when, and how. That's the question words that I've explained to you before. And here I give you example for not number one. It's just for example. For the positive sentence, it can be like this: I am going to buy cactuses next week. Yeah, for this positive sentence, I'm going to buy cactuses next week. And for the interrogative sentence, I make it become when. When is a question words, right? When am I going to buy cactuses? When am I going to buy cactuses? I put when for the question words, and then I put am for the to be because the subject is I, and then I put the other the other statement, going to buy cactuses, something like that. And then I give you 3 sentences here, and please make it to be interrogative sentences using question words. I'll give you 5 minutes to. I think that's enough, okay? 5 minutes to do this exercise, then we'll discuss later. Alright, time is up. Now, let's see the answer of this exercise. Here are the answer of the exercise. Making interrogative sentence. For number 1, Susan's new job will start on Monday. You can put the question word in the beginning. Question word that you use here is when. So when, after that you put will. Yeah. When will Susan's new job start? When will, back to the subject, Susan's new job start. For the second, or number 2, we have sentence like this: Nia will visit my new house when she is free. So the question can be like this: when will Nia visit my new house? When as a question word, right? And then put will from the positive sentence here, just put it there. Will, put it there, and then subject. Where is subject? Nia. So put Nia after will, and then put verb 1. Where's the verb 1? This one. Visit my new house. When will Nia visit my new house? Something like that. And what about number 3? It's just a little bit longer than the others, right? Just look at the sentence here. My parents are going to go to my grandparents' house in Lembang on the day after tomorrow. So the question. But before we move to the question, please see the subject here. Where is the subject of the sentence? Alright, that's good. My parents here. My parents here is the subject. And then, where's the to be? Are. Yeah, that's very good. Are is the to be. Are going to. And then, where's the verb one? Yeah, that's correct. So here is the verb one. Yeah, that's correct. So the question will be, it can be like this. When are my parents going to go to my grandparents' house in Lembang? When as a question words, right? And then put to be after the question word. Here, when, and then are. And put the subject after to be. Subject is my parents. So put my parents here and then put going to. After going to, put the verb one. Verb one is go, right? So put go after going to. Then put the sentence here. To my grandparents' house in Lembang. Don't forget to always put your question marks at the end of the sentence because it's interrogative sentence. So it needs question marks. Yeah, after the sentence. Alright, that's easy, right? Then we'll move to the use of simple future tense. Let's see the explanation here first. Future tense expresses a future event or a future state of being. Future tense can be categorized further depending on whether the action will be in progress or will be completed. So there are 4 types of future tense. They are simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. We are going to discuss 3 of them. 3 of them, yeah. It's just the beginning, not the explanation of the simple future tense. The explanation of the simple future tense is here. Number 1, simple future tense, will plus simple. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. It is the simple future tense, will plus simple. It is used for an action that will occur in the future. The actions are not yet begun. Yeah, here's the diagram. It is for past, and then here the middle is for present, and here is for the future, and the activity just happened in here, in this area. Okay, and for the form it's just same like before. For positive sentence, you put subject first in the beginning of the sentence, and then put will, and then put infinitive without to, or verb in base form, or infinitive, yeah, without to, because there's a will here, so you just don't need to put to after infinitive. And for the negative sentence, you just need to put not in the middle of the sentence, same as I've explained to you on the previous slide. And for the function, there are so many functions for this expression. It can be like spontaneous decision, a decision at the moment of speaking, like I'll go home at once. Nah, here you need to put will because you just suddenly speak that I'll go home at once. Or prediction, I think it will rain tomorrow. Prediction is not yet a certainty, right? And also expectation is also uncertain, so it can be used will. I hope she will get better. And willingness, I will take the book for you. That's just suddenly appear to his mind, right? He want to do this, so he just said, I will take the book for you. Or just promise. Just for promise, can be like this, I'll return your money next week. It's promise. Condition, if you hit ice, I will melt. Or maybe invitation, will you come to my party? As I've explained to you before, yeah. That's for simple future tense. It's so simple, right? Because it's just use a simple present tense. Simple present tense for the future tense, something like that. Simple present tense for the future. It's called simple future tense. So it's just still simple. Then let's move to the next slide. Nah, here we're going to talk about future continuous tense. What is future continuous tense? Let's see here. Future continuous tense is just like a simple continuous tense. Yeah, present continuous that is use a verb ing as the verb, but it just happen in the future. So the diagram is like this, between the present and future. It's ongoing activity, but it is in the future. And for the form, it's the same like before. If you want to make a positive sentence, you just need to put subject first in the beginning of the sentence, and then put will, and then be, and plus verb ing. And for the negative one, just put not in the middle of the sentence. Yeah. And for the function, it's like this: predicted or planned events that starts at some unspecified time in the future and are still occurring at a given time in the future. Here are the examples. There are two examples here. The first one, let's read it together. I will be watching television at night tomorrow night. At 8 tomorrow night, I'm sorry. I will be watching television at 8 tomorrow night. And for the second sentence, by this next week, I will be doing my exam. By this next week, I will be doing my exam. And for the predictions or guess, this one is for the second function. It can be like this: I guess she'll be coming to my party. She'll here stand for she will. I guess she will be coming to my party. Or the other example, I will be visiting him next month. I will be visiting him next month. Okay. Alright, let's move to the next slide. It's about future perfect tense. Yeah, it is future perfect tense here. Is used to describe an action that will have been completed at some points in the future. Yeah, will have been completed at some points in the future. It means we look at events or actions from a point in the future after we expect the event or action to have already visited. For the graphic, you can see here, at this time activity will have been completed. So this the one in this time. And here for the form, it's just same with the before, with the kinds of form before, but in this form you need to use past participle or verb 3 as the verb, and also you need to put have after will. Yeah, so subject in the beginning of the sentence, and then will, yeah, as usual, subject and will is always like this, and then plus have, and then plus past participle, because if you put have here, you must put past participle after that, or this one verb 3. And for the negative sentence, you just need to put not after will. Yeah, so subject and will not, and plus have, and plus past participle or verb 3. Yeah, if you put have here, you must put past participle after that. Yeah, and also here are the functions. This one is just time signal if for the use of perfect tense, such as by the end of, or when, by the time, blah blah blah. And here are the functions. Let's see the first function first. In action that will happen before another action in the future. In action that will happen before another action in the future. For example, by the time I get home, Mother will have cooked lunch for us. Mother will have cooked lunch for us. So, yeah, by the time I get home. So after I get home, and then Mother will have cooked lunch for us. For the second function, an action that will happen before a specific time in the future. Before a specific time. This one is for before another action, and this one before a specific time. Like this, the snow will have stopped by April. The snow will have stopped by April. Yeah, by April, but we don't know what the date or the day maybe. Yeah. And for the third function, a state that will continue up to some time in the future. Continue up to some time in the future, like this. We will have joined the course for 3 months tomorrow. We will have joined the course for 3 months. For 3 months, join the course for 3 months here is this one. Continue up to some time. Yeah, the clue is continue up to some time. So for the sentence it can be like this: the course for 3 months tomorrow. Yeah, in the future, I mean, something like that. Yeah, you understand? That's easy, right? Yeah, I hope you understand what I've explained to you. Just listen carefully and understand it well. Yeah, before we move to the exercise, we also have exercise after this. This one, mixed future tense. Yeah, after we learn about the what's that? Simple present future tense. Yeah, simple future tense. Wait a minute, I'll go to the previous slide. This one. Simple future tense, yeah. Then future continuous tense, yeah. Future continuous tense is use verb ing. Don't forget verb ing and be. Okay. And for the perfect tense, using past participle and also using have after will. And here are the exercise. Please do this. I give you 5 minutes also to do all of these questions, then we'll discuss it after that. Okay, just do it right now. Alright, time is up. Let's see the answer. Here are the answer of the exercise. Number 1, I think he will phone me later. Yeah, use a present future tense. Yeah. And second, you will be missing the sunrise once you're back from Bali. You'll be missing the sunrise once you are back from Bali. That's what's that? Continuous future tense. Yeah. Then for number 3, Teddy will have moved to a new apartment in 2 months. Yeah, in 2 months. There is a period of time, so you have to put this future tense. Okay, I mean the perfect tense. Perfect future tense. And for number 4, will you be visiting grandmother again this week? This one using continuous future continuous tense. And for the last, at this time tomorrow morning, Danny will have begun working in his new office. This one is the time signal at this time tomorrow morning. Don't forget, if you put a have here, please put past participle or verb 3 after that. Yeah, will, have. You put have here, so you have to put past participle here. It calls a perfect future tense. Alright, that's all for the materials today, and thank you for your attention. Stay safe everyone, and see you next time. Bye. For a mid-semester preparation, please study hard everyone, do your best. And the materials of Bahasa dan Sastra Inggris subject are from chapter 1 until chapter 3. Chapter 1, yeah, was talking about forms. Chapter 2 was talking about obligation and the use of should and must. Just remember it. Don't forget about the materials. And also chapter 3 talking about future. So good luck everyone.